Nigerian brothers, here are the 3 policies your country must take to become Africa's superpower. Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation, rich in oil and full of youthful energy. But here's a paradox. The rapid population growth is dragging the country down. Most people are poorer than the economy can support. That means more poverty, more unemployment, and more inflation. At the heart of this is a deep and dangerous imbalance between people and the food. In rural Nigeria, where 80% of the population lives, families often have 5 or more children, not just because they want to, but because they have to. The food insecurity makes every children an extra helping hand on the farm. But the poor healthcare means many children cannot survive. So families keep having more children. It becomes their survival strategy, trapped in low productivity. Some say Nigeria needs strict population controls like China once had. It's called the one-child policy, but that's a mistake. China's policy led to an aging crisis, and Nigeria's ethnic and cultural diversity makes its top-down policy nearly impossible. The better solution is to fix the food insecurity at the root causes. To grow more food, the farmers need clear land rights. Right now, the land ownership is a mess. It's based on unclear claims. If farmers had titles to their land, they would invest, they would modernize, and they would grow more. More food means less need for large families, more income for education, and lower birth rates over time. China did something similar in 1978, giving the lands back to the households and boosting the output. Nigeria doesn't have to copy this exactly, but sure can launch a local land reform experiments. Start small, get farmers organized, and let the state governments lead, give farmers the real ownership, and watch everything change from scratch. Nowadays, Nigeria's inflation is sky high, around 20% for 2 big reasons. First, removing the fuel subsidies will hurt millions of people who depend on cheap transport and energy. Second, cities like Lagos are bursting too huge, too fast. Even though most Nigerians are still rural, the urbanization is happening too fast without jobs, infrastructure, or proper planning. Instead of overloading the mega cities, Nigeria should invest in regional growth. States like Kano or Ogun could become agricultural and industrial hubs, grow the food, process them, and export the products. China did this in the 1980s, decentralizing power to provinces and launching small-town factories. Nigeria can do the same. Let the states keep the tax revenue, reward the rural entrepreneurs, and build the real infrastructure, power plants, roads, and internets. How about the job crisis? The unemployment rate right now is officially 5%, but realistically, it's more like 30%, because too much of the economy is informal, petty trade, gig works. The industry makes up only less than 20% of the GDP. Without the real jobs, rural migrants in cities get stuck, unskilled, unemployed, and frustrated. And one proven solution is the special economic zones. China's first special economic zone is called Shenzhen, creating millions of jobs by welcoming investments and building factories. Nigeria has tried this with the Lekki Free Zone, but the progress has been slow. To succeed, the special economic zones need reliable power, smooth bureaucracy, and stable rules. The investors could channel the profits under the condition that they hire and train the local Nigerians. Pair the Lekki deep sea port with export-ready sectors, make Nigeria a hub for manufacturing sector in whole Africa. China could help build this future. We've done it before with ports in Pakistan, roads in East Africa, and factories across Southeast Asia. Nigerian ports in Lagos could be transformed. With China's help, the special economic zones can attract companies looking to diversify their assets. This long-term strategy wouldn't be easy, but the path is clear. Secure the land rights, lower the birth rates, build rural hubs to ease the urban pressure, launch serious special economic zones to solve labor challenge and grow the exports. Most importantly, let Nigeria's federal states lead. Don't wait for the central command. Empower from the grassroots. Today, nearly half of Nigerians live in poverty. Over 90 million people are food insecure. But with smart reforms and steady execution, Nigeria can escape this poverty trap. It can turn its demographic challenge into a demographic dividend. It just needs the courage to act and the discipline to follow through.